Jon Snow. Oh damn, he's not even on anymore. He's been on all day. That's weird. Um, that's sick. Is it like Longclaw?
Yeah,
That's sick.
and it's only, well, I say it's only, but considering it's a whole massive like meter and a bit long sword,
Yeah.
it's like 130 quid.
Flashback nanny.
And it comes with a stand which basically says all the you know, the stuff that you say when you go to the wall.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's sick. That is pretty sick. How did I even fall asleep a little bit? Where the fuck is my iced tea at? What's going on here, D-Lane? What's going on?
Yeah,
Everything's fucked up here.
Na 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 na.
Alright, so I think we're back in Boston. It's 1773, I think, because we've already seen the Boston Massacre. We've already seen those lousy Brits shoot into a crowd of unarmed good Americans. Nah, just kidding. We saw that it was the Templars' fault. Just kidding, D-Lane. You can have faith in your people once more.
Cheers, man.
You could have a faith in your people once more, D-Lane. That they're not horrible people. I mean, you know, you got Clay Dog. I know he doesn't help for the reputation of your people.
No, don't. Stop.
I give them a good reputation.
Yeah.
No, you take the reputation and just drag it through all the shit in the world.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I try.
Probably Clay's a
Did the
racist.
full score end up 2-1?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yes. The superior team beating the inferior team.
Are you a racist? Yes. Yeah.
Did you see the Celtic match? I didn't see it, but I saw the thingies. Like, a guy got sent off for punching someone, and then later in the game, another guy didn't get sent off for punching someone.
Well, I saw that this Ranger striker Moreno got sent off for like elbowing Scott Brown in the face or some shit.
I didn't see any of the game, but I was following it, like, you know, with them updating it, and I was like, you guys went down 1-0, right? Or did you go up 1-0? What did it go? Because I know it got tied.
They went up 1-0.
Yeah, and then you guys came back and won 2-1.
I don't know what the
BS goals.
I don't know what Pantilimon was doing to concede that.
I think it took a deflection.
Well, that's what I think, but it still ended up going like right at him anyway. I don't know why he didn't just use his lanky ass legs.
Sometimes he can make a cracking save and make something so difficult look so easy. And another time he like lets an easy shot in. It's so weird. He's most inconsistent saver.
Inconsistent saver? Why did you say inconsistent?
Just because I want to be extra. Why be the most simple person you can be when you can be the most...
Because you don't have to waste your breath. You're supposed to... This is a girl now who's supposed to... I know.
Na 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 na. Callahan. Callahan. Da 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 da. I asked Sam if he was coming on earlier, like 10 minutes ago, and he said cricket.
Cricket. Let's see what the last two. Oh, Hazard. That's your timeless classic from foot 18. Hazard. Wow. 10 out of 10 effort on that one, EA.
There aren't any Brazilian ones out.
Mm. No. There's a Punani.
So is he not Brazilian? Nope.
No, he's not. Last time I checked.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was Brazilian, I just said there's a Punani last time I checked. Thank you. No, no. No, no. Warm it up. 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 What Prem strikers do I have? Can I fucking pay Same. Do I have a... Nope, I don't. And fucking Dabby Dozy. Fun fucking...
La 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 la.
This world is my contraption. Barbie.
This was my contraption. Barbie.
Okay, nope, not doing that. Him.
Yo, Corey.
Same fucking formation as well.
Corey. Okay.
I must not fail. I must not fail. Do 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 do. Even
This world is
through
my contraption.
dark
Barbie.
dance, flying your bones.
That's the half-time whistle from the referee.
From the referee.
La la la.
Gotta get some wankers to put in my team to do this SBC. That's side. Which day is mine? Ah.
Oh. Oh. I nearly scored a Malawage.
Oh, there we go. This fire burn always, always. Beige roll. Strange lady. I come from a land.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, cock, cock, cock. Gotta run. You better take cover. I said, do you speak my language? Fuck! That's a ball at least.
Daniel is my contraption.
Stacha, not much to say. I know you tried to tempt me. Cause I come from the land of the play. He said, I come from the land of
Yes! Willian's just done the sickest run and put it top bins. Carvalho, Carvalho.
Okay. Now let's go back and deal with those evil Brits.
I know,
Okay,
right?
I've got quite far in friends, you know.
Nice.
I think I'm at the bit where Chandler and Monica have told Joey, but they haven't told everyone else yet.
Wait, Chandler, Joey, and Monica. Wait. Oh, okay. I got you.
Oh yeah, about them being together.
In London, damn.
No, I've got further than that.
Yeah, well, that's
They're
where
back
they
in New
first got
York,
together.
yeah, and yeah,
And that's where Joey first saw them. Or no, that's not where she first saw him, because I think that's where we first find out, because like she hides under the blanket or something. I thought you meant the part where Joey pissed on her leg because she got stung by a jellyfish.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah, that was third season.
How many is there? 10?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Worth it. I don't like I'd say the first let me think here. Maybe like first 7 seasons were like really good, you know, and then the last couple were like good, you know. Like it just kind of started to
Drop off.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't even say that because I'm way more familiar with the first 7 seasons than I am with the last 3. So I couldn't even say that for a fact. Why do I have to have a chest cold? This is about usually as sick as I get. It pisses me off. Evil British people, where are they?
Uh,
There's them
Yeah.
dirty.
across the pond.
There's them dirty lobster backs there. There they are. There's some dirty lobster backs right there.
It's not very nice.
Where's those English muffins I gotta kill? Gotta kill some English muffins.
That's the first time I've ever been called an English muffin.
No, it's not. I've called you an English muffin before.
Have you?
Yeah. So it was maybe like the second time. Look at these dirty lobster backs. Ew, they're so gross looking. Just a weird people. It's like, all right, I'm done. That's enough. That's enough British jokes. Johnson's Trail. Oh yeah, I wonder when we're gonna do the Boston Tea Party. Pretty sure that mission. We do that mission.
Ah, Connor. Hello again. What brings you to Boston? You. Would you excuse us, fellows?
Isn't that where they like destroy a bunch of British boats with
That conversation was...
I don't know if we destroyed any British boats, but we dumped a bunch of tea in the harbor.
It was something along those lines. I couldn't specifically remember.
Yeah, yeah. We
And that
might
had
have been a
something to do
boat
with,
or
like,
two destroyed. But
Get
yeah,
rid of tea.
Yeah.
Away.
yeah, yeah.
This world is my contraption body.
Fuck.
I don't know what I would have rather happened, you know, because if we would have lost the revolution and stayed part Britain, then what would have happened in World War II? If it even broke out that way, which it would have, because the whole the whole history of Europe pretty much led to World War II, with all the fucking alliances made and all the, you know, all that shit. But who would have saved your asses, man? Nobody. Because Britain was like literally the last holdout of Europe. Like there was nobody. Russia was, I think. No, at that point. Yeah, so
At that
Operation
point, Russia were
Barbarossa.
What?
Operation
What period
Barbarossa.
is this?
What that I'm talking about? Like before
Yeah.
1941, because we came in the
So,
war
yeah.
December 7th.
Yeah.
But I can't remember when Operation Barbarossa was, which was the Nazis breaking their pact with Russia and invading them.
Yeah, and then
Pretty sure that was 41, but early 41.
probably like the one reason that it ended up the Nazis losing.
Hmm. And it's basically like they were fighting for their side of the front. You know, like they were literally invading their country. There was nothing Russia was doing to help you guys. You know, like they couldn't.
Yeah,
They,
just
they were
spread their
defending
forces
themselves.
then.
Like they couldn't. They couldn't help you. Yeah, they paid the biggest price, definitely. Russia. I think like they lost a whole generation,
The
essentially.
thing is with Russia, it's like it's not like everyone else. Like America is like quality. It's just quantity. Just
Yeah,
everyone
definitely.
fucking throw them.
Like Stalingrad, I think like 1 million people died in Stalingrad, like in a matter of months, because Stalingrad lasted over a few months. Hold on, let me check.
Didn't Stalingrad fall though? But it got
No.
retaken again.
No, I don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure the Russians ended up battle.
Defending it.
Yeah, like I don't think it was ever like captured, because like that was literally like the I don't know like I don't know how to put it. That was like where the Soviets literally like
Held out.
made like through everything at that battle.
The Battle of Stalingrad.
Like if you fought on the Russian side in Stalingrad and lived to tell the tale. Like,
You're one lucky son of a bitch.
okay, so Germany, the Axis, lost about between 647,000 to 768,000 troops. That's the Axis side, and the Russians lost 1,129,619 men.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but that's casualties. So it's actually 478,741 killed
Mm.
and 650,000 wounded or sick. But 500,000 people killed in one battle.
Mm.
Like it's a month. It was months long, not like a one night battle. But
There's
hold
a
on,
one
it went
night
from
battle and there's that many casualties. Fucking
yeah,
hell.
yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I think honestly that might be nah. Yeah, it went from August 23rd, 1942 to February 2nd, 1943. But so when was it in 41 that they fucking broke their pact? I guess they were just marching through Russia up until that point. Because Operation Barbarossa. Yep. 1941 German invasion of the Soviet Union. So, yeah, so the invasion of the Soviet Union started June 22nd, 1941. So there wasn't really much help for the British.
No. It's literally just you left. That was it.
Yep. I think that's why we didn't do anything to stop Pearl Harbor. Because, like, the whole narrative that we were caught by surprise and whatnot is kind of not that true. Yeah, like,
It's kind of to be expected. It's like,
well,
everyone's at war.
yeah, and we cut their oil supply off. Like, we put an embargo on their oil or something like that to where they couldn't run their war machine. So they figured if we can take out the Pacific Fleet, the United States Pacific Fleet, they can't do shit to us when we island hop the Pacific, basically, and take it over, you know? And it ended up backfiring, like, tremendously.
End up in the eventual atomic bomb
dropping of an atomic bomb on 2 cities. And you could say what you want about that, but we, number one, gave them an ultimatum. Like, look, surrender because we got some shit, like, and we will use it. You know, Emperor didn't surrender, so alright, dropped the first bomb, bang. Said, dude, we got plenty more where that came from. Surrender, or else, you know, there's more coming. Emperor doesn't surrender, bang, another one, Nagasaki. And then that's when the Emperor was like, alright, that's it.
Well,
Funny part too is, what'd you say?
Did have surrendered. I'm surprised. Did they all hate him then? The sort of population.
The Emperor?
No, the Emperor's like...
No, they love the Emperor. Yeah.
Japan back then was like... the Emperor's like the be-all...
Godly.
Yeah.
Well,
he's like
idiot.
godsend.
Yeah, like godly.
No, they were indoctrinated into believing that.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, fucking idiot.
And the funniest part was that was our...
Japan and America ended up with like really best friends after the war.
Yeah.
Especially going into the Cold War.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And what's it called? What was I gonna say? I forget. Oh, I remember. The funniest part too is that was our last nuke. We had no more after that. Like, he endured both of our nukes and then surrendered. Like, if he would have been like, alright, well, what else you got? Drop a third one. Let's see what you got. We would have been, you know.
Like, just this awkward moment, like, yeah. It's no more.
And then, dude, like...
I mean,
so,
who said that?
Like, I always see people try to, like, compare dropping nukes at the end of World War II to, like, terrorism and stuff, and it's just not true. Like, number one, yeah, it killed a lot of civilians, but it saved a lot of civilians as well from an invasion of Japan and all the
Yeah, 'cause
horrors that come with that.
yeah.
Like, what? Maybe like 20,000 civilians died as opposed to, like, what? Like, maybe 1 million?
Mm.
I mean, it was a horrible move, you know? Like, it was literally, like, threw the rules of war out the window, pretty much.
It's a lesser of two evils.
Well, definitely, and the Japanese, like, kind of did it on purpose to where they put, like, strategically important places in high, like, population areas. You know, to where, like, they could always have a complaint. Like Dresden. Like the firebombing of Dresden. Like, the Germans love to, like, boo-hoo and say, poor us, oh, you guys committed war crimes against us, look at Dresden. Like, nah. Nah. Wow, ain't that some shit? The Germans want to complain about war crimes. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, like, come on.
Like, of all countries.
Y'all want to complain about firebombing of Dresden. That shit was pretty vicious, though. The bombing of Dresden. Oh, I guess it was. Oh, that was mostly you guys and us.
It's a joint effort.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 4 raids between the 13th and 15th of February, 722 heavy bombers of the British Royal Air Force, and 527 of the United States Army Air Force. Dropped more than 3,900 tons of high explosive bombs and incendiary devices on the city. The bombing and the resulting firestorm, like, we bombed them so much that it created a firestorm.
Jesus.
Let's see. Yeah, wartime. I just think that's so funny. Those poor little Germans. Oh yeah, those poor little Germans. God forbid, you know.
About to turn unpleasant.
Like, what have we done to
No.
deserve
Yeah,
this?
what did we do to deserve this? Except throw the whole world into chaos and pretty much try to exterminate a people.
I mean, apart from that, what do we do?
I mean, other than that, why? How could you? Yeah, I think that's ridiculous though. Like, I'll be reading, like, watching 9/11 videos, and people will be like, you know, saying, oh, these people shouldn't have died, and da-da-da-da-da, and then, like, you got people that'll be like, well, you deserved it. What about the atomic bombs of World War II? And it's like, well, number one, that's a different story. That's to end a world war, you know, and to, like, prevent an invasion. And number two, just because one group of civilians was killed unjustly doesn't mean it's okay for another group. Like, you can't be like, oh, well, you deserved it because you did that. Well, like, they were all civilians.
Justify it.
None of them deserved it. Yeah, the people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki didn't deserve it, and the people in the towers didn't deserve it. So you can't be like,
9/11 one created a war as well.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. But you don't remember. I do. Everybody wanted
I was
war.
alive.
Well, you
I
were
was
alive,
alive.
but you don't remember. You don't remember the aftermath. Everybody wanted war. Everybody. Everybody. And I'm not talking just the United States. Like, you know, because there's a lot of people going, this was an attack on the world. This was an attack on freedom everywhere and blah, blah, blah. You know, like, I'm not talking about American, like, people either. I was watching some BBC shit where they were saying, like, yeah, this was an attack on New York, but this essentially was attack on the world, an attack on the world, you know, like,
Western civilization.
yeah, Western civilization, exactly. Like, so, dude, everybody wanted war, everybody. So for people to turn around and be like, oh, this is bullshit, you know, it's young people that don't remember. Like, that's always the way it goes, you know. You're so pacifist and peaceful, and then someone does some shit like that to you. and your pacifism goes out the window. You know, like all that hippie shit goes right out the window when people, you know, kill a bunch of yours. I'm telling you, people wanted blood, dude. Like, now it's the same exact type of deal. Like, the 3,000 people that died in the towers doesn't justify all the dead people over in Iraq. Like, it's not like, well, they killed ours, so yeah, they got what they deserved. And like, no civilians deserved it. You know, like it's a shame. None of it should have happened.
It's just collateral damage.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, when people talk about the civilians over there, like, they really like to act like they're all, like, nice people and don't, you know.
At the end of the day, if they were put in like a,
They're, like,
I don't know, like a Hunger Games type situation,
yeah.
they'd kill and everything.
Dude, they act like, they like to act like, you know, their civilians are mostly like us, like, when that's not really the case. Like, yeah, there's always exceptions to the rule, but their own religion says to kill not you know, infidels. Their own religion says it's okay to lie to a non-believer to make Islam appear good. That's literally, there's a word for it. Hold on, let me see if I can. There's a word for it. It's in their doctrine. It's okay to lie if you're making Islam look good. So no, oh, that's bullshit. Oh, those people aren't part of my religion. Like, they're lying, and it's okay for them to lie according to their own doctrine. It's not a good religion, man. That whole like religion of peace thing and what.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Literally says kill the non-believers.
Dude, let's see here. Hold on. See if I can find that video. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, so. But the guy talks about it like within the first few seconds. Come on. Okay, alright, this might be it. This might be it. I think this is it.
If you're someone you know is suffering from addiction.
Yeah, Takiya.
We got
Takiya, it's called Takiya.
Rahami Ahmed Rahami. We got him. He's the guy who planted all the bombs. His dad would like us to know that he told the FBI this guy was bad news. Then he took it back when the FBI said, "You never said that." Oh yeah, I didn't. Takiya. Classic Takiya.
Yep, there you go. Okay, so Takiya is, the definition is Islamic doctrine of deception. Lying in Islam that is permitted under certain circumstances, gaining the trust of non-believers in order to draw out their vulnerability and defeat them. That is their doctrine. You know, and it's like, people ignore that. They like to, all these like lefty liberals that would like swear to religion of peace, they don't talk about that shit. And if you bring that up, like, they'll do the classic, I can't even, wow, you don't know, oh, wow, like, they don't say nothing. They just act like, you know, oh, I'm not even having this discussion. Like, it's fucking retarded, dude. Like, if it was a religion of peace, how many Christians blown up shit in the name of Jesus recently? You know?
None that I'm aware of.
How many Jews blew something up recently in the name of Moses or fucking Abraham? Nobody. And then there'd be like someone that'd be like, well, this place did it, and it's like, well, that was some lone nut job, if anything. Like, the whole religion is like that. There's nothing, dude. In the fucking Bible, it doesn't say it's okay to lie to deceive our enemies and da-da-da. Like, that's not what Christianity in the Bible is about. You know, like, Christianity in the Bible is about turning the other cheek and fucking all that, like, good stuff. And people really try to twist it up. Weirdos, man. There's some fucking weirdos out there, dude. And Ollie Clay is one of them.
I agree.
What can I do for you?
I agree.
I was hoping you could help me locate.
Even
William
Ollie Clay
Johnson.
agrees.
Of course. I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help.
Oh!
Why don't you come along?
There's 2 games I've
Well,
lost
it's
in
good
a
to
row
see
that I
the
should have
people
won.
finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Like, so that right there tells you can never trust what comes out of an Islamic person's mouth when it comes to defending their religion, because they're told to lie about it to make it appear good, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't
Draw
trust
out
it.
our vulnerability.
Yeah, to draw out your enemy's vulnerability. That's exactly what... Like, dude, they literally got motherfuckers over at these rallies and protests. Like, dudes, men putting on hijabs because they think it's, like, tolerant. Like, oh my god, you're a fucking
It just
retard.
offends people that aren't...
Yeah.
Like, people putting on hijabs actually offends Muslim people.
Like, this fucking cuck ass... Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, this... Like, oh my god, I'm watching those videos. Cuck ass. And, of course, he's a white boy. Because gotta love that white guilt that, you know, about stuff that you shouldn't be guilty about, number one. You know, like, it's this big thing nowadays where certain white people are so guilty for what their ancestors quote unquote did that they're willing to shit on their own race to appear tolerant to other races. You know? Like, and that's literally part of the plan of multiculturalism. Like, the whole multiculturalism thing, it's another term for anti-white. You know, like, there was no such thing as multiculturalism. We all just lived here. You know? Like, we were already like that. Like, now this whole pushing this whole multiculturalism thing nowadays, it just means anti-white.